pain points versus solution. So pain points, specific problems, frustrations, or challenges that customers experience when interacting with the product, service, or company. So ito yung mga example ng pain points sa business. Long wait times, poor customer service, difficult website navigation, complex purchasing processes, lack of product information, inconvenient location, outdated technology. So, yung mga nasabi kong example na yun is yun yung dapat na masolusyonan pag gagawa ka ng business para yung business mo is maging successful. So, how you understand and determine the pain points solution? So, you can determine it by gathering direct feedback from customers and your own sales, supports, or teams through open-ended questions and surveys. Analyze customer data and metrics like churn rate for insights into issues and conduct benchmarking surveys to measure satisfaction. How to identify pain points? So to identify it, you will need to gather feedback from the customers through surveys, reviews, and direct interactions. Analyze customer data and website navigation. Monitor social media, interview customer-facing employees, map the customer journey, and conduct competitive analysis. So, yung pain point na yan is yung mga problema ng mga customers na kailangan masolusyonan. So, yung mga business is sila yung gagawa ng paraan para masolusyonan yun sa pamamagitan ng pagtatanong kung ano yung gusto o ayaw ng mga customer. Yung tatlong bagay na ito yung kailangan para maging successful yung pakikipag-communicate mo sa customers. So, kailangan mong magpag-connect sa kanila sa pamamagitan ng pagtatanong at pakikipag-usap na maayos about sa mga problema. Build trust with them. Kailangan may tiwala kayo sa isa't isa. So, sa pamamagitan mo, magkakaintindihan kayo at magagawa nyo ng solusyon yung problema ko namin.
Good day everyone! My name is Charles Joseph H. Kukal from BSEE-3C. So this is Unit 2 Customer Segments. First of all, we must define what is a customer. A customer is the person who pays the price and purchases the goods or services of a certain producer or business. Therefore, the customer is not essentially the end users as well. The customer may pay the price and buy the products and give them to a different person who then become the end user of them. So what is an end users? End users is the person who consumes or uses the goods or the services. The customer can be the end users as well. However, not in all cases. Nonetheless, it is the end user who will know the genuine quality and the nature of the product or the service since it is the end user who consumes it. So in summary, the customer is the one that purchased the product but may or may not be the end user because he can be the end user and use the product, or he can give it to someone else and they can be the end user. So these are examples of product, services, customers, and end users. So diapers is purchased by the parents to be used by their babies. Ventilator is purchased by the hospital to be used by their patients. Business softwares are bought by companies and used by the employee of the company. Engagement ring is bought by the boy or the soon-to-be groom, and the end user is to its girlfriend, soon-to-be bride. A car bought by a customer, the owner, and the end user is the customer as well. And the dog food is bought by the dog owner and the end user is the dog. Next is, what is a stakeholder? A stakeholder is a party that has interest in a company and can either affect or be affected by the business. So there are different types of stakeholders. internal stakeholders, employees, manager, and owners. External stakeholders, suppliers, society, government, creditors, shareholders, and customers. In summary, a stakeholder is a group or an organization with a vested interest in a business who can be impacted by the activities and the decisions of the company. So what is an influencer? An influencer is someone who has the power to affect the purchasing decisions of others because of their authority, knowledge, position, or relationship with their audience. A following is a distinct niche or niche with whom they actively engages. The size of the following depends on the size of the topic of the niche. So in summary, an influencer is someone with a huge following online or in the internet. It can usually affect a small business or a growing business because a following can boost the market of your product and help it greatly. Next one is customer segments. So what is customer segments? Customer segments are the different groups of people or organizations your enterprise aims to reach and serve. This includes users who might not generate revenues, but which are necessary for the business model to work. Types of customer service: mass market, niche, segmented, diversified, and multi-sided. So what is mass market? Mass market. Products and services which target the mass market segment have a broad appeal and often cover the overall population. The mass market approach doesn't rely on any specific segmentation and instead aims to be efficient by treating everyone the same. In reality, there are very few companies that do this. Most companies apply some level of segmentation. Some examples of mass market companies include Amazon, Coca-Cola, and McDonald's. These companies target a broad audience by selling widely needed products or services. So in summary, the mass market segment is the broad approach to the overall population by a business or a company to present their product and be known to a mass population in a very quick way.
Niche market is a specific segment that has its own unique needs and preference. This type of market increases customers' loyalty. So, segmented is a identifying and dividing the market based on their value, needs, and problem. Also, the industry who offer different value promotions and diversities is a types of market that diverse into something to give the customer the different needs. Multi-sided markets platform are businesses that interacts between two or more groups, and the example of these are seller and buyers or users and providers. This exchange, interaction, transactions, and exchanges of these groups. Market segmentation is a marketing practice where you identify a certain group of your target audience or target market. So, hello guys, good day everyone. I'm Rainier de Guzman and I'm here to report the 4 types of market segmentation, and those are the demographic segmentation, psychographic segmentation, behavioral segmentation, and geographic segmentation.
Hello everyone, I'm Eric Jason Raya Malinaw from BSEE-3C. Today, I'm going to discuss the 4 types of market segmentation. So I'll continue the discussion on market segmentation. The first type of market segmentation is demographic segmentation. This is one of the most widely used and popular types of market segmentation. It divides the market into various categories, including age, gender, annual income, source of income, occupation, education, and ethnicity. For example, a diaper company would target families with young children. Next is psychographic segmentation, which categorizes customers by factors that relate to their personalities and characteristics. Also consists of groupings based on personality, values, attitudes, interests, lifestyles, motivation, and priorities. For example, the fitness brand might target customers who like to be active and care about their health. The third is behavioral segmentation. While demographic and psychographic segmentation focus on who the customer is, behavior segmentation focuses on how customer acts on products. In short, it focuses on specific reaction and the way the customers go through their purchasing process. Examples are purchasing habits, spending habits, and brand interactions. Lastly, the geographic segmentation. This is the simplest type of market segmentation. It divides the market based on geographic location, such as country, province, city, barangay, street, radius around a certain location, climate, and urban areas. For example, during the summer, many clothing brands will sell swimwear. Now, let's answer this question. Is it important for the customer to be informed first of the benefits they would get upon buying a product or services from an enterprise, or no need for that since every buyer obviously knows the purpose of what they are buying? For me, customers need to be informed about the benefits of a product or service before making a purchase, as this helps them make informed decisions, build trust, foster loyalty, and differentiate themselves from competitors. Without this information, customers may not evaluate the value offered, leading to potential disinterest or unmet expectations. Additionally, before we conclude this discussion, I would like to share a quotation with you. A man who stops advertising to save money is like a man who stops the clock to save time, by Henry Ford. So basically, if the company stops advertising to save money, there is no way customers will know the brand or the product. Just like the clock, once you stop it, you will not be aware of the exact time. Thank you for listening, and I hope that everyone understands the topic we discussed.
Good day everyone, my name is Aaron Charles R. Ramos and this will be my part of the report. Doing business without advertising is like winking at a girl in the dark. You know what you are doing but nobody else does. This one means that having a business without any way of promoting it is just a useless act. Business has only two functions, marketing and innovation. This one basically means that having business is a way to marketing and innovations. Make it simple, make it memorable, make it inviting to look at, make it fun to read. This one just means make your advertisement appealing to the consumers. the value proposition. A value proposition is a simple statement that summarizes why a customer would choose your product or service. It communicates the clearest benefits that customers receive by giving you their business. So, value proposition is like a way on how and why would a customer buy your products. A value proposition can be presented as a business or marketing statement that a company uses to summarize why a consumer should buy a product or use a service. Value proposition acts as a advertising to engage consumers. Your business values proposition is arguably the most important element of your overall marketing messaging. A value proposition tells prospects why they should do business with you rather than your competitors, and makes the benefits of your products or service crystal clear for the outset. So, value proposition is the most important because it is the way on how and why would a consumer buy your products. The value proposition pertains to the benefits that customers would get upon buying a product as promised by the company who owns it. It is actually a statement which serves as a window for the consumers to see clearly what a certain brand could offer and its advantage over other competitors. So, value proposition in layman's term is like, it is the way to promote your product in such how is your brand better than the other.
Value proposition historical background. The term value proposition was introduced in 1988 by Michael Lanning and Edward Michaels of McKinsey and Company. It means a clear explanation of the benefits a company gives to customers, both tangible or measurable and intangible non-measurable, in exchange for the price they pay. The value proposition, tangible and intangible benefits. Intangible benefits, ito yung kayang sukatan ng pera. Tapos yung intangible benefits naman, hindi kayang sukatan ng pera pero mahalaga pa rin. Tulad nung pagiging satisfied ng mga customer. The value proposition, tangible and intangible benefits. Project benefits. Tangible benefits, measurable results like increased revenue, resource cost savings, hardware cost savings, software cost savings, productivity gains and process improvement. Intangible benefits, non-measurable but important gains such as customer satisfaction, improved user experience, and a strong brand value. No one ever got rich working 9 to 5. Ibig sabihin nun, hindi ka yayaman kung empleyado ka lang. Mas maganda kung magnegosyo or humanap ka ng ibang paraan para kumita ng pera. Risk comes from not knowing what you're doing. Sabi dito, pag hindi mo alam yung pinasok mo, mas malaki ang chance na pumalpak ka. Kaya dapat aralin mo muna bago mo gawin. The internet is becoming the town square for the global village of tomorrow by Bill Gates. Sabi ni Bill Gates dito, ang internet daw yung magiging lugar kung saan tayo magkakakilala at makakapagtulungan kahit nasan man tayong parte ng mundo.